Hello everyone. In this video we will be correcting your worksheets from throughout the week. We will begin with this exercise, the probability one. Okay, so exercise 1 shows us a deck of cards basically, and it wants us to find the probability of getting these results if we choose a card randomly. So first, what is the probability of getting a queen? So as you can see here, there are 4 queens out of 52 cards, so that would be 4 out of 52. And we can simplify that fraction if we want to, but the whole point here is to understand the probability concept. Next up, what is the chance of getting diamonds, basically? So diamonds are down here, and there is a total of 13 cards with diamonds on them. So you can see there are 4 clovers, 4, what are these called? Spades. Okay, so there are 4 clovers, 13 clovers, 13 spades, 13 hearts, 13 diamonds. So what's the chance of getting a diamond? Well, 13 out of 52 are diamonds, so that's our chance, 13 out of 52. What is the chance of getting an ace? Well, there are 4 aces in a deck, so 4 out of 52. The chance of getting a black card, so you can see here that there's 13 and 13, a total of 26 black cards. It's 26 out of 52 are black. Getting a figurehead, so you can see here king, queen, or a jack, basically. So king, queen, or jack. There are a total of 12 of these cards, so that would be 12 out of 50. Oh, come on. 12 out of 52. A number. So all of these are numbers. Now, if you didn't know that the ace is considered a number, that's okay. And even that is a bit debatable, but anyway, we'll just say all the cards that have numbers on them. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be a total of 9 cards times the 4 colors, 36 in total out of 52. Without counting the aces. If you did count the aces, you should have gotten 40 out of 52. And the chance of getting spades, finally, that's 13 cards here, so 13 out of 52. That's our chance of getting a card of spades if we draw. All right, and that's the first exercise. If you need to check, pause the video, and I'm going to, you can do that for any of the exercises that we do. If you want to check your answer, you can just go back or you can pause the video. Let's move on to this exercise. So here we have a die, and it asks, what is the probability of rolling an even number? So the even numbers that are on the die would be 2, 4, or 6. So 3 out of 6. An odd number. Well, that's the other 3. 1, 3, and 5. So again, 3 out of 6. The number 1. There's only one possibility of getting the number 1, so that's 1 out of 6 possible outcomes. A multiple of 3. So the multiples of 3 are that are on the die are only 3 and 6. So that's 2 of them, 2 out of the 6 possible outcomes then. 2 out of 6. Wow, that does not look like a fraction line one bit. That looked like some sort of smiley face. Better. A number that is greater than 2. Okay, so that would be 3, 4, 5, or 6. So 4 out of the 6 possible results are greater than 2. And it wants us to place these probabilities on the number line, so from 0 to 1. So here is 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4, 5. This is 5/6. So 1/6 is here. 2/6 is here. 4/6. Sorry, actually, this is 3/6. Here we have 4/6. Yeah. And no 5/6. Okay, so here we have, let's actually color this in. So, okay, so we have to color it in if the chance of getting red is 1/4, yellow 1/8, and blue is 1/2. So yellow being 1/8 means that one of the 8 pieces is yellow. One-fourth, if you convert that to an equivalent that has a denominator of 8, what you would get is 2/8. That is the equivalent of 1/4. So that means that 2 out of the 4 pieces need to be red. And then the blue is 1/2. One-half just means half of the circle. So if you wanted to, you could convert it into a fraction that is equivalent to this one, 8ths. That would be 4/8. Or you could say, well, 4/8, 1/2 means a half of the circle, so I'm just going to color half of the circle blue, right? And there we go. And we have one white piece. And that's okay. So there's the entire worksheet. Pause it if you want to. Moving on. Okay, let's move on to your statistics exercise. Oh, with the averages and all that. So here we have the number of points scored by a team in their first 5 games. And we want to make bars to show that on the chart. First one is 85, so if this is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Oh, we don't have enough room. So let's make each line count for 20, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Otherwise, we could just say, okay, well, I'm going to make this go from, could start off from 70, let's say. So this could be 70, 75. But I find it easier to always have a 0 at the bottom. And then let's put the next one be 20, and the next one be 40. The next one's going to be, so each line up counts for 20 points, right? So I was thinking of the number 20 there, so I wrote 20. It's actually 60 here. So another 20 is going to be 80, plus another 20 is going to be 100. And we don't really need to write 120. We don't need to write the last line here, because we don't have any points that reach to 120. So game number 1 is 85 points, so it's going to be a little bit higher than this, somewhere around here. And it doesn't need to be exact right now. It's just to show that you have a general idea. The second game is 80 points, so exactly to this line. So up until there. These bars should be the same width, but I mean 75, so it's going to be a little lower than 85 now, a little lower, not a whole lot. So somewhere there. Sorry. 95, meaning that it needs to be a little lower than 100, so here somewhere. And lastly, 100 points, so exactly to the 100 line. There we go. And that is that. Now, if you used a different scale, so instead of starting from 0 and going 20, 40, 60, and so on, you started, let's say, from 60, and then you could have said 70, 80, 90, 100. Your chart will look different than mine. But generally speaking, it should look something like this, where you start off a little here, and then you go down a little, and then down a little again, and then way up, and then just a little more. It looks something like this, right? Now, then it asks us for the average. So, to find the average, I'm going to add all the points together, saying 85 plus 80 plus 75 plus 95 plus 100. And I'm going to divide that by the number of games, 5. No, let's actually write it like a fraction. So there you have it, the sum of all of these numbers divided by 5. And that is equal to what? Let's say 85 plus 85 makes 165. And 165 plus 75 makes 240. 240 plus 95 makes 335. Plus 100 makes 435. Divided by 5. And that is going to give us, if we do that division, you could do it vertically. You could do this as long division if you wanted to. It's going to give us 87. There you go. This, we start off with this, it's equal to this, it's equal to 87. So, if you need to check the exercise, you can pause the video. Actually, I think I'm going to zoom in for a little bit. You don't really need to, the whole thing. So check the exercise if you need to, pause the video if you have to. Moving on. Let's go to your second exercise. Right here. Okay, so for this exercise, you kind of need both sides of the worksheet. So I'll just put them both on screen so we can look at them at the same time. So we can see the lessons that a student took throughout with university, yeah. And we basically need to organize them. So let's get started. Each lesson here, you can see that each lesson starts with a capital and bold letter, right? So here it wants us to count the lessons with lines, whereas here we just got to put in numbers. So in the first half of the first year, did 1, 2, 3, 4 lessons. So show that 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Then the second one, it was just 2. 2. Third one, 1, 2, 3 lessons. 1, 2, 3. Fourth half is 1, 2, 3, 4 lessons again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have, which one? Fifth one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the sixth one, just one lesson. Then in the seventh one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Seventh one was pretty good. Wait, how many? 7. Oh, gotta come again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're good. And then the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now we need to make bars for that. So first one is 4. A bar that starts from 0 and goes to 4. And the second one is 2. Third one is 3. Fourth one is 4. Again. Fifth one is just 1. Sixth one is 6. A 7. Wait, no. No. Fifth one was 3. Fifth one was 3. Sixth one was 1. Seventh was 6. Eighth was 7. All right. Then it asks, in which semester did the student pass the most lessons? That would be the last one, so 8. In semester 8. In which semester did the student pass the fewest? So that would be semester 6. And then we have a question that demands your opinion. So, do you believe that the student had a steady his studies were finished steadily? As you can see here, they go up and down all the way. So here he didn't do that well. He dipped a little, then came back, and then fell through again, and then just finished it all in the last 2 semesters. So we would not call this a steady tuition. We would say that it was steady if it was all 4s. Like if it was all 4s, that would have been steady. Every semester it was a specific number, or maybe 1 up, 1 down, right? That would have been pretty steady. But having variations of 3, that's not very steady. So I would say no. But then again, it says believe. Do you believe? So it's opinion based. Let's move on. Pause the video if you have to, right? Let's go to what? No. Let's go to your third exercise. There we go. All right. Here we have a basketball team, and we're given the height of the players, heights of players. And we want to find out the average height of the team. So to do that, you first of all need to notice that it doesn't just tell you that, okay, this one player is 2.14 and the other player is 2.09 and the other player, no, it says 2 of the players have a height of 2.14 and 3 of the players have 2.09 and 2 of the players have 2.06 and 3 have 2.03. So you need to add those numbers as many times as it says. So 2 of 2.14 is what I would say if this was visible. And there it is. So 2.14 plus 2.14 plus 3 2.09s plus 2.06 plus 2.06 plus 2.03 plus 2.03 plus 2.03, because it says that 3 of them have that height, plus 1.98 plus 1.98. And all of this divided by the number of players. How many players are there? 2 and 3 makes 5, and 2 makes 7, and 3 makes 10, and 2 makes 12. Well, yes. Apparently basketball teams have 12 players. I do not know. Okay. Let's figure this out. I'm going to write this down again here where I can work. 2.14, you can do these divisions vertically. I'm going to do them a little faster, but we should get the same result if neither of us has made a mistake. 4.14 plus 4.14 makes 4.28. 4.28 plus 2.9 is going to give us 6.37. Plus 2.9 is going to give us 8.46. Plus 2.9 is going to give us 10.55. Plus 2.06 is going to give us 12.61. Plus 2.06 is going to give us 14.67. Plus 2.03 is going to give us 16.7. Wait. I'm sorry, I need to zoom in. My eyes. Yeah, 16.7. Plus 2.03 makes 18.73. Plus 2.03 makes 20.76. Plus 1.98 is going to give us 22.4. Yes, 22. No, 22.74. 22.74 plus 1.98 is going to give us 24.72. this whole thing divided by 12. It's going to give us 2.06. All right, let's move on. Christos, we can see his grades. So here we have the same problem again. Basically, we see that for some lessons he got this, and for other lessons he got this. We need to add them all up and then find out his average to see what grade he got. So, a couple of 10s, 3 9s, 1 8, 3 7s, and 2 6s. And how many lessons is that? 2 and 3 makes 5, and 1 makes 6, and 3 makes 9, and 2 makes 11. 11. Let's count that again. 2 and 3 is 5, and 1 is 6, and 3 is 9, and 2 is 11. All right. Again, you can do that. Well, you shouldn't really need to do this vertically. I mean, it's one-digit numbers, basically. 20 and 20, 10 and 10 is 20, and 9 is 29. And the 9-ish is 38, and 9 is 47, and 8 is 5, and 7 is 62, and 7 is 69, and 7 is 76, and 6 is 82, and 6 is 88. 88 divided by 11 is 8. So there we go. This is equal to this, and 88 divided by 11 is equal to 8. All right. Let's move on. So his average grade is 8. It's pretty good. Here we have the temperatures. We want to put them on a bar chart. And then we want to find the average. So give me 1 minute to put these on the same page again. I'm going to give you a little time if you need to check the answers here. So do that if you need to. Pause the video and check. And now we're moving on. So now we can see the temperatures down here, and we want to put them on this bar chart up here, and then we want to find the average. So let's see, we have temperatures from 9.5. Well, 9.5 is the lowest as far as I can see, and the highest is 13.5. So we want to go from about 9 to 14. All right, we definitely need from 9 to 14. So how many lines do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Well, I can make each of these lines half a degree. Yeah, we could do that. But for the case of simplicity, I'm going to make them 1 degree. Starting from 9 is going to be right here. Then, so this would have to be 8. So we don't have to start from 0. So down here at this bottom line right here, it does not have to be 0 necessarily. Depends on how we want to show our data. So this could be 8, and then 9, 10, this would be 11. This would be 12, 13, 14, and I don't, do I really? I don't have to go higher than that, do I? Yeah, 13.5 is the highest. So Monday is 9.5. 9.5 means 9.5, so it's gonna be right here. Then Tuesday is how much? Let's actually zoom out. 10.5. So Tuesday is gonna go halfway through here, right? Here. And Wednesday is exactly 11. So Wednesday goes up to exactly 11. And then Thursday goes to 11.5, so 11.5. Right here. 12, Friday is 12.5, so 12.5. Right here, halfway between 12 and 13. And I should have made 12 a little higher. It's a little too low. There we go. It should be right next to its line. All right, Saturday is 13.5. It's the highest one. So 13.5 means 13.5. So halfway between 14 and 13. And again, these bars should be the same width, but and then when Sunday goes up to 12. 12 exactly. So there. All right, and now to find their average. Find their average, we are going to do 8.5 plus 9.5 plus 10.5 plus 11 plus 11.5 plus 12.5 plus 13.5 plus 12. And all of this divided by the number of days. So that would be 7. Since it's a week, 7. Let's make the line here as well. Now let's add all of this up, like we did before. 9.5 and 10.5 makes 20. 20 and 11 makes 31. 31 and 11.5 makes 42.5. 42.5 and 12.5 makes 60. 60 and 13.5 makes 73.5. Again, these additions could have been done vertically. If you needed to do them vertically, that was perfectly possible. But if you wanted to do them this way as well, that was also perfectly fine. And 73.5 plus 12 makes 85.5. And this divided by 7 gives us how much? Let's see. 7, and this division could be done vertically as well if you want. 7 goes into 8 once. 7 goes into 15 twice. Twice again. And I should put a decimal point there. Wait, have I done this correctly? And I rushed it a little more than I should have. This is not actually 85.5, this is 80.5. And 80.5 divided by 7 is going to give us 1, and then 1 more, 0.5. 11.5, that's the average. All right. Next up, we're being told how many pies a bakery sold during 5 days of the week. And we want to put them on a bar chart and then find the average. So here, since there are no lines here, we can just make our own. So here's 100, here's 90, 80, 70, 60. Don't worry, I'll fix it. 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Now let's fix it. There we go. So let's make a line for each of those numbers. Right, so 100 is up here. Right? 90 is here. 80 is here. 70 is here. And so on. I'll get back to you once I finish the lines. Okay, so now that I've finished the lines, we can put these on the bar chart. On Monday, he sold 70, so the bar should reach up 70. Then Tuesday it was 60, so the bar should go to 60. Wednesday was 90. Thursday was 50. And Friday was 30. So again, because here you're pretty much free to make the graph any way you want, the chart any way you want. Might look different than mine, but it should look something like this, where it starts here, then it goes down a little, then up a lot, then down a lot, then down a little more, something like that. Now let's find the average. 70 plus 60 plus 90 plus 50 plus 30 divided by the number of days, so 5. $70 and 60 makes 130, and 90 makes 220, and 50 makes 270, 30 makes 300. Great, we got a round number. We got a nice round number. And this is equal to 300. 300 divided by 5 makes 60. So the bakery sold an average of 60 pies per day. There is your worksheet. Feel free to pause the video if you need to correct. We are moving on. So let's move on. Here's the next exercise. We can see how much money the store earned over a few months, right? And we want to find the average. So let's find the average. So the first month is, well, it's between 7,000 and 8,000, so we're going to say 7,500. The second month it's 6,000. Third month it's 5,000. Fourth month it's 6,500, so 6,500. Fifth month it's 4,000. The last month is 7,000. And we have here a total of 6 months. So we need to divide all this by 6. No. Let's take this fraction, figure out what the numerator is. 7,506 is going to give us 13,500. Then plus 5 is going to give us 18. Well, let's make this 8. And plus 6.5 is going to give us 25,000. Plus 4 is going to be 29,000. 7 is going to make 36,000. Divided by 6 is going to give us 6,000. Now the second, so that's the average. The second part of this problem wants us to draw a line across the average. And it asks if the income is evenly distributed, and it is not. You can see that some months, so here, here, and here, have greater income than, let's say, here and here. They're not evenly distributed. If they were, that would mean that each bar would be the same height. So that's the exercise. Pause the video if you need to check. Moving on. So here we have another chart. It doesn't have bars, it has dots, but it's the same concept. However high the dot is, that shows us basically how much of this it is. So let's see this problem. So here basically we have recorded the amount of number of hours the student has slept, right? So, for example, Monday was 6, Tuesday was 7, Wednesday was only 5, and Thursday, sorry, it was 6, Friday was 8, Saturday was 9, and Sunday was another 8. So at the end, we're going to have to find the average for all of that. So let's look at that again. I'm going to zoom out a little so I can see all of them. So Monday is 6 hours. Okay. Tuesday, 7. Wednesday, 5. 5. Thursday, 6 again. Friday, 8. Saturday is 9. Then Sunday is 8 again. So there we go. That's all the days. And you can write this here with the lines. You can make 6 lines, 7 lines, and so on. The average is going to be 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 9 plus 8 divided by 7, because that's the number of days. Now, 6 and 7 is 13, and 5 is 18, and 6 is 24, and 8 is 32, and 9 is 41, and 8 is 49. Divided by 7 is 7. And that's the average number of hours of sleep that the student got per day. If you want to copy the exercise, if you want to not copy, check the exercise. Pause the video, please. Moving on. All right, last worksheet. Last worksheet. All right, let's move this into the same worksheet again. All right, so now we have them on the same page. So I'm going to just close this. Now we have them on the same page, right? So here in this one, we want to find what the chance is of drawing a red ball, green ball, or blue ball. So first, we need to find the total number of balls. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Get a red doll. There's a chance, red ball. There's a chance of 5 out of 10. Yellow is 4 out of 10. And then blue is 1 out of 10. Okay, let's move on. So here we have a school trip and the students are voting on where to go. So first place has 1, 2, 3, 4 votes. So 1, 2. You know what? I'm just going to write the number. You can write the number of lines here if you want to. 4 votes. Okay. Then the next one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we want to make this into a bar chart. So we need to first write the names of the places. And then we have the first one getting 4. Second one gets 7. Third one gets 5. And the other one gets 5 as well. And then we have the one with the points that you saw before. Which is basically the same thing. Only instead of having bars that reach that height, we just put a point at that height. So we said 4, 7, 5, and 5. And we also see the line from one point to the other. And that's it. That's the last exercise. All right. Have a good weekend. Bye.